Welcome back, all you beautiful people. I'm Hypnotic, and this is Vintage Story. I am back, and I am changing our plans for today. Last week, I told you we were going to go up to the north and do a little exploring out that TL that we fixed up in the north, get in trouble with some polar bears, and look for some ruins. But I just learned something else about one of the other wonderful mods that I've been running, and I want to show you that today in case you didn't know about it. I don't think it's new, but it's something that I just learned, and I think it's going to help us finish our chiseling job on the she shed sign here really soon. In fact, potentially this episode. I am sitting on the barrel that the white lead is in, and you can see it's only been going for 11.4 days out of 42. So what I did was I made the weak acidic compost. I made this first, and then I made the vinegar, and then I put the compost in it to make the weak acidic compost, and then to make the strong acidic compost I mixed it with weak tannin and made this. Now I'm on this step where I put 16 in with actually used a lead plate. So you can see my barrel in the tooltip says lead plate. That's only going to give me, okay, so that is going to give me 16. It's going to give me 16 white lead. I probably should just start another one, but I'm thinking that we have a new way to do this sign. Now, this is Chisel Tools has a couple of new things. Now, I don't know whether they're new, but I want to show you two exciting things. Number one, look at this true chisel. Now, I'm going to put up the picture of how I made it. It's 2 steel chisels and a steel hammer, so it's expensive. So it's 3 steel ingots, basically. But look at the durability on it, 24,000, and you don't have to use a hammer. Now, obviously, there's some sort of inside joke on this that I don't know, but it says a hammerless, ultra-high durability chisel for those who wish to pay the price. Note: the recipe consumes the hammer. You owe me, Dampus. I know of Dampus through Aura Fury. Anyway, you guys, there is the true chisel. Now, this is the paintbrush. Now, it's been available for a while. It's a way that you can add blocks to a multi-block if you're doing a lot of them. So what you would do is you would put say you wanted to add packed dirt to something, you'd put the packed dirt in your number 1 slot, and then you would click on let's see if we can do it. If we wanted to do this right here, what you would do is I think it's shift click. So if we look at this now, okay, no. There, it made the clicking sound. Now, if we look at this block, it's going to have that dirt added in. So that's a fast way if you have to make a lot of multi-blocks instead of going in here and then adding the dirt. If you have a lot to do, then that's a really fast way of doing the multi-block. Now, I just learned about that paintbrush. I have kind of ignored it in the past, but check this out. This is the magic paintbrush, as I call it, but it is the Jonas paintbrush. Now, to make this, what I needed was a steel paintbrush. So I made another steel paintbrush. So I've gone through 4 steel ingots so far to make this stuff, and 2 Jonas parts. Now, there's a combination that I had that I used, and I don't remember what it was, but I'll put up the picture here. Okay, now what this paintbrush does is pretty spectacular, so I'm going to show you that now. Now, I am just learning this, so if this doesn't go right, that's why. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some pink dye in the bucket right here, and I'm going to put it in my first slot on my toolbar. So I'm going to come in here. Whoa. stormy out there. So I'm going to show you what the regular paintbrush does first. The regular paintbrush, if you have this in your offhand, so this is not a chiseled block. So we're going to make it a chiseled block. And then what we're going to do, so that doesn't require a hammer in the offhand. What we're going to do now with this paintbrush is we are going to, I think it's shift and right click, to add a block to that. What I did was just add a pink block. Look at that, from the pink bucket of dye. That's a pink creative block. So now I can go in and replace that pink block like that. Now what the Jonas paintbrush does is, watch this. It makes it glow. You're painting it with a magic paintbrush, and it makes it glow. So if I go ahead and take out these, let's put these in my inventory. And let's take my lantern off my bar. There's no, oh, there's this one up here. I've been playing with it a little bit, but you can see how glowy that is. So we immediately have glowy blocks with this new Jonas paintbrush. Now it's expensive and completely endgame, of course, and there's a disadvantage. It only works with your current with the current clay colors. So I did make some more clay colors. I have more cloth going for my armor repair, but I did make more black. I made white, and you make white with I made it with powdered borax, but you can make white dye. I did this diluted borax with powdered borax, but you can make it multiple ways. Powdered tin oxide, white lead, of course I don't have that yet, or powdered zinc oxide. So there's multiple ways you can make white. I have lots of borax, so I just went the borax route. I made more pink from cranberries, and I think that's about it, as I had everything else. So there is definitely a disadvantage to this because you only are limited to the dye colors. Bricklayers has a lot more colors than the glass that you can make glowy, but that takes a lot longer. So I think I'm gonna go ahead with the sign using this, and it's I'm gonna go ahead and use my clay because I already did it instead of cheat. I feel like it's a little cheaty for me to add the clay blocks through the dye like that, but I'm gonna go ahead and use my clay blocks, and then we'll chisel the sign, and then we'll paint the parts that are supposed to be neon with the paintbrush. Oh, my barrel just got done there. So we're gonna work on that this episode. Okay guys, I'm gonna explain what I'm doing here. I put the base layer of this light clay down. It's gonna be the very base. Now I put this like it was on a west wall facing east, because that is exactly what the she shed is. And I'm doing it here in this forum because all my materials are here. And then we'll just move it over. So the first thing I'm doing is thinning it out to the level I want it. I could use the planer. I know I could use the planer. The planer is over in the forge. I'm just simply, I know this is a weird form of being lazy, doing more work, but I'm just taking this down to like the level it's going to be at the base. And we're going to add back to it the different colors that we need. So right now, these are not multi-blocks. Right now it is 3 by 3. And we are going to next, once I get this down a few levels, we're going to take it, we're going to find the center and then take it down to the size we need it to be. Let's go get the planer and test it out. Let's test the planer out. If we take the planer and we press F5, this should add or remove any material. Okay, so it should take it back one level. See that? So that is now probably 2 voxels. So that's where I want it. So let's do that to all of these. So much faster. Making a mess on my floor. Okay, so now we have it the level I want because everything else is going to come out and we're going to leave one layer here so we could actually make it look like it has some depth in this layer as well. Now I am going to find the center. Okay, now that we found the center, I'm looking at Salty's drawing and we need to come down one around the top. So we're only going to be taking out one level here before anything happens. So I'm just going to take out this section right in here. That is the beginning of the other block. And we're going to do that along the, we're going to do one along the bottom as well. Guys, it's really early in the morning. I literally have not been to bed. I went to bed, but I couldn't sleep. It's been a weird night. I just couldn't sleep. And if you watch the stream, I have I'm recording this as you're about to see the Boiler Room episode. And so I'm about a week ahead on these episodes. And this last weekend, I got really sick with food poisoning. And I'm feeling still very off, struggling very much so. Okay, and then, nasty sick. And then I think we can come all the way down like this on each side. Because we're going to make this round. We can always add back if we have to. I had a fever and I was just in miserable pain. It was awful. Awful, awful. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to start. I got to think about this. And I'm going to make a circle all the way down representing how she encircled this. And I am also going to I'm going to put up a couple of seats here. So I'm going to get this circled out and then I'll be back. Okay, guys, I have changed my mind about the way we're going about this because when this is why I chisel in place. I want to make sure this is right. So I am naming this right now and I'm going to show you how I do that. We're going to say top, middle. So what I've done is just press F and this is the naming slot. So I'm just clicking on that and then right clicking and then I'm going to name all these. That and then the rest of it's over here. You'll see what a mess I've made. So we're going to go ahead and this is what happens this is why I struggle with chiseling videos. So this is left middle row. Oops. So this is why I struggle with chiseling videos because I do change my mind a lot. This is mid, center, middle. And so what I'm going to do is finish naming this. I'm going to gather up all my stuff and I will meet you over at Rainbow Rocks where we can chisel this in place so I make sure that it's right the first time. Okay, the rift activity is high. I did sleep for a couple hours, but I didn't sleep long enough. I did go through another temporal storm. It was a heavy storm and it gave me nothing, which really sucks. So, Yeah, that was a bummer. The other thing I wanted to tell you guys that I did do was I was just exploring and trying to catch butterflies, and I fell down a hole, and I found magnetite. So that was cool. I'll put up a picture right here. Okay, now you can see why I want to chisel this in place, because I have it off. It needs to come down lower. So I'm going to make some adjustments when I find the center, when I find this ring and I get this in the center, then I will be back. But right now I got some straightening out to do.
Approximately 10 hours later.
Okay. 10 hours later. I got the circle in. It helps so much just to start. This is just confirming everything I know already and that I should have listened to. It helps so much just chisel where you want the work to go. That's my lesson right now. Okay, we're gonna start next on the lime up in the corner. So this one is gonna need to be a multi-block. So we're gonna take this and we're gonna open our inventory and we're gonna add the light green and let's just, oh shoot. Okay, well, never mind. I probably don't need the light green in that block. And then we're gonna do the same thing over here. Now I could be using the paintbrush to add these, but we're gonna just do it this way for now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start on this lime over here, and we're gonna keep in mind that we have, we're gonna need some sort of black dye as well. And I'll probably use the bucket to do that this time. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna start putting the green in, and we're gonna do this on top of this layer so it's got some relief. So actually it starts right here, and we're gonna pick, oh God, did I put that in the wrong one? Okay, well, we're gonna need to add more. Let's do the dark green. We're gonna put the green right here, starting here, and 5 across. Then we hit the rim of the glass again. And then the rim of the glass is right there, and then we're gonna go there, here, and we should meet up with this here on this side. 2, 3. Something's wrong. Like that. So that's the rim of the glass coming through, and the rim of the glass will come back through here. So I'm going to fill this in all except what will be black or the rim of the glass now. So we're going to have a little bit of black to just have the accents of the lime. I'll put the picture up. You guys probably should have had the picture this whole time. And then inside here is going to be that lighter green, and I think we can change to that. So it's going to be right here. And we're not going to have any lime wedge kind of stuff in here. And that goes all the way to there. And this will be, let's see, all the way down to there and there. And then we're going to go up at a diagonal until we hit there. So that's the inside of the glass. This is the glass rim. And then this will be black. So the green, this dark green is going to continue right into here. And then that will be the lime again, all the way to there. Okay, that is pretty much it. So now you can see the lime and the rim of the glass. The rim of the glass comes all the way over here, and these are the little lime pieces. And of course we can fix that later if anything needs to happen to that. I'm gonna wanna start giving this some definition as we go around. Okay, so now let's put in the margarita part. That would, oh, I need to eat. Look at how hungry I am. Chiseling is hungry work. Look at this beautiful place I live in. It's gorgeous. Look at my flax. I have a ton of flax. I have flax coming out the yin yang now. Okay, so we're gonna add the yellow now. So we're gonna do, we're gonna click F and we're gonna add the yellow into right here. This is gonna be the actual margarita drink. And we're gonna start putting it in now. And it's gonna go across right here. Okay, so that's where the glass will come down. I'm not gonna go into that one. And the straw steps down 2 each time. So I'm just, so right there, that's 2 step down, 2 step down, 2 step down, and 2. And we're following this line now. So maybe I should just put this in, maybe. No, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna go ahead and put the straw in. Just so I can see where it's supposed to go. I have something wrong here, so I gotta fix it. Because that's not right. Okay, there we go. We got it. So the rim of the glass is actually gonna be right there. So the straw is right there as well. Okay, so there we got the margarita in and the straw in. Now that straw might stay white like that behind the light. Actually, this straw is gonna be like this. So actually this is gonna have to be, we're gonna have to figure that out. We're gonna have to figure out the height of the straw in a little while. Too much at one time. Okay, so the stem comes down here, but this is where we're gonna start needing the pink for the background, because now we're going to be putting in a background for the she shed, which is going to be in pink light. So now let's go here and let's add some pink. We're going to add the rose pink, I think. Okay, if we hate it, we'll just change it. That's my motto, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, so I'm just gonna go. This is kind of not 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is not symmetrical at all. So I'm just gonna go down the pattern starting here, and then count it out. Okay, something is not quite right, but I'm close. So I'm gonna fill this in with all pink because the she shed, it's gonna say she shed in front of this in glowy blocks. So this is just the background for the little cursive writing that Salty set up. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill this all in now. Okay, looks funky right now, but this is coming together. I think next what we need to do is I'm going to continue with this background a little bit and just knock this one piece out so we can keep up with what is behind this. Okay, we're going to put the paintbrush in our hand, and with this, with the black dye in our #1 slot, I'm going to crouch and right click. And it made a sound. So now we should be able to go over here and we have black in there. So we're going to grab the black and we're going to do some squares in here. Very nice. And a line. Oops. Okay, so now we have to do that here as well. Okay. Oh my gosh, that is wickedly nice. And here. Selecting the paintbrush with the black dye in my #1, crouch and right click and adding the black. Okay, so the rest of this, that goes like that and that. Yeah, so the rest of that is now the rim of the glass around this, including this. This is the rim right there. Kind of wondering I'll wait to put some glass into some glowing blocks in there, but I think we're ready for some glowing blocks. Let's go ahead and do the words she shed first. So what we're going to do is we're going to mark it out in the white, and then we're going to color the white, I think is what we're going to do. We're going to paint the white. So we're going to need the white block, and I'm just going to go around and do this cute lettering she did. Okay, there's the she. Now let's do the shed. Okay. That is the lettering. Now, this is where the magic happens, guys. I need to get the paintbrush. Now, I want to show you guys something. It is lit up. You probably can't see it, but it does give off its own light. And then we're going to put the pink in here. God, I hope this works and I don't mess up the whole thing. Please, please, please. Now we're supposed to be able to paint this. Oh! Oh boy. It painted all the white. Okay, 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 okay. Shit. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Oh God. Okay. Yeah, that's a little bit of a problem. Can I undo? No, I can't undo. Okay. So we're gonna just go ahead. Oh God. Oh God. What a mess. Okay, I guess I have to go fix the background now. So I think that I could probably take these out and replace it with the white now. Oh no, it changed it all. Okay, this is a problem. So this is where I have to figure out what to do because now my white is gone. Okay, let's do something else. Oh boy, that's a problem. Okay, so I'm gonna, I don't know what to do now because now my sign is basically ruined. I guess I thought that it would only paint those voxels. You know what I mean? I guess I thought it would only paint these little voxels. So that didn't really work very well. Yeah, didn't really work very well. Let's stand back and look at it. Obviously, it's all wrong. But that is going to be a very glowy, beautiful sign when I get this. It's actually the mod that I have to figure out. Oh my God, that's so cute. Okay. I do see something that's a little off. Wow, I don't know how to fix that, guys. I really don't know how to fix that. I'm gonna pause recording right now and see if I can figure that out, and then maybe try to finish up this video. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, I think I got it cleaned up. Now it's not cleaned up on the back, it's only cleaned up on the front. So there's still some work to do because I am a perfectionist and that will have to change. But what I did is I actually went into creative mode. I went into creative mode and got myself back more white clay, and then I added in the white clay to replace the pink. So I think what I did, and I'm gonna test it on something before we do the blue around the, like you can see, I put in black for the outline of the glass, but there's gonna be blue glass or blue glowy on top of that outline. That needs to come off. But I think what I need to do is add a completely different, like even pack dirt. Let's try that. Let's just try it on one piece. So I'm gonna put the pack dirt there. And then and then I'm gonna add it here. I'm gonna shift and add it just to that block. So it should only be in this block. Then I'm gonna use the packed dirt to create the outline. Okay, it's only on this one. To create, okay, it's only there. Those 2 blocks. Ah. Yeah, okay. Now, this is safe, I hope. Now I'm gonna put the blue dye in my first hand. Please let this work. Please let this work. And then I'm gonna use the Jonas paintbrush on that. Oh my God, yes. Okay. So now I figured it out. What it did is it painted that certain block that I had targeted, the whole thing. So I'm gonna go around. So what I can do is I can put this back in my first slot, and then I can put dirt, that packed dirt, as a placer block in all of these places that should have it that don't. Where are we gonna have this? I'm just clicking to make sure I get every block. And that should be it. Now I should be able to go in and add the dirt all the way around and then color it per block. So I'll get back with you after I've filled in this. And I'm in the middle of a storm. I'm being almost lightning dawn. But this is serious business, so I don't care. See? That was close. That was close. I was gonna do the whole base, but I think I'm only gonna do the outline. We'll see how that looks once I get it done. I think that that's gonna look better. Okay, here we go. Let's put the blue back in. I originally wanted to use blue because I like the blue in the cocktail signs that I'm doing, that I was copying. The blue definitely, the blue was the glass. Oh my God, you guys, look at that. Holy shit. Okay, there's some that's oh, ah. Okay, it's time to check this out. I'm picking up the lights. I'm picking up these. I am taking off my lantern. What else, what other light is happening in here? Oh my God, you guys, look at that. Oh, okay. My one thing is I think it might be better if I widen the blue. What do you think? If I put one more layer on that blue. So what do I need to do that? So if I go, I can just do this. Ah. Let's look at that now. Yeah, that's better. Ah. Okay, so I'm thinking, geez. Does it need anything else? The straw is not very visible, is it? That straw is not very visible. Like that? Back and forth, guys. I definitely like that better. That looks pretty neon. Now there's something going on over here that's not even. Guys, I'm gonna be really happy with this. I'm gonna be really happy with it. I think it'd be fun if there was some bubbles coming out or something of the drink, but this is just kind of a martini margarita kind of thing, so. And the other thing is, it's not exactly even under the door, over the door. And I'm not sure why that happened. I guess it is. Maybe it isn't. I'm not really sure. I might do some adjusting, but guys, I'm super happy with this. Let me know what you think. I am definitely going to clean up the back of it because the back, as you can see, there's still some issues with that pink. There's still some issues with the pink. Learning new tools, guys, but this was a good experiment. Okay, you guys, I have spent a few more minutes doing a couple other things to the sign. I fixed the entire back, so the back is clean, and I added that little rim of white. Now, something I wanted to tell you is that the black is also a white, and the white is white. So there is actually two whites. The black dye is a lighter, less bright white than the white dye is. So I added that around the edge. I used limestone for that, so it would be kind of pop out a little bit. So anyway, you guys, there it is. Finally done. I hope you guys enjoyed a crazy chiseling episode. Let me know what you think. Thank you guys so much for being here. I will see you soon. Stay safe out there. Bye, guys.